So, painstaking decision. Glad to get it out of the way.
What'd you say?
Painstaking decision. Are you glad to get this behind you now?
Oh no, man! I loved every minute of it. Well, the recruiting process obviously comes with its own challenges. There were some challenges I definitely had to overcome, but I feel like my final decision, I feel good with it. It feels good, to be a Jayhawk. So,
in a nutshell, why Kansas?
I think I picked Kansas just because when I went up there, I immediately knew. They say when you know, you know. When I went up there on my official visit, I loved the town. I love the people over there. It just felt like a good fit.
So you've known this for a while in your mind that you were going to be a Jayhawk, is that right?
Well, so no, that's not actually true. I committed about a week and a half ago. So yeah, a week and a half ago. So not a while, but just a little bit.
Was there a pecking order? Are you willing to say who finished second or not?
Yeah, I would say it was a hard decision between Michigan State, Indiana, and Kansas, to be honest.
So those were the three, huh?
Yeah, those were the big three, yep.
Are you relieved now that this is over?
I'm definitely relieved, I know Coach Wallace watching this, but I'm definitely relieved, I'm just happy, that this is all over. I could finally, be a Jayhawk, rep KU. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
What's it mean to be able to follow in your siblings' footsteps to play D1 sports?
It means a lot, It's really rare when you got three kids, all from the same family that all went D1.
Yeah.
So it just feels so good to be a part of that. Feels so good to, have my last name be Amachree. I'm really proud, just to come from this lineage, like. It's crazy. Like, it's a different type of bond when it's your brother and sister. Like, we grew up together, and now we shining together. So it just feels so good.
When do you report there? Do you know yet?
I'm an early enrollee, so I don't know the exact date. But next year I still got my senior season, and then after that, I early enroll after the first semester of my senior year. So
how much are you looking forward to this year now?
Man, what you talking about, senior year?
Yeah, here.
Oh no, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Crazy, I can't wait to just go out there. Now that I'm committed, just have fun. I don't got to worry about no recruiting stuff. Just ball out, and then I can't wait to get up to KU next year. So.
And how's your health? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Like I was talking about earlier. The Therapy Institute. My physical therapist, my doctors, they all kind of helped me get back to faster, bigger, faster, stronger than I even was before. I just hopped on this treadmill thing. My time's already faster than they used to be. So I'm already, no, it feels great. Everything's good. Everything feels good. So
are you close to 100%, or are you there?
Yes, definitely. Well, I would say there's still a couple of little things I got to work out. Like I would say, like in my calf, like there's a little bit of stuff that I can still get stronger and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm 1,000% ready to go. So that should work itself. That stuff should work itself out in like a couple of weeks. So we good.
Thanks, man. Spell your first name for me. Just look at me. Spell your name for me.
Opuene. Opuene.
But you go by Opu, right?
Opu, correct. Yeah.
How big of a day is this for you?
It is bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is a pretty big deal for Kory. I mean, he's been working his entire life to get to this point, and it's really amazing. Lots of tears in our house, and even for me, I was like, I can't even believe it. But yeah, it's a big deal.
How did you try to advise him through this process?
You know what? I just told him, Kory's always made great decisions, and I've always told him, hey, you know what? I've had my journey. And my journey went to a different school. I loved it. I would have loved for him to end up at that school. However, he's on his own path. And so like I told him, I said, hey, I'm a parent first, and I just have to do what's best for you. So we went through all the gyrations, went to all the schools, and lots of schools, lots of coaches, lots of relationship building. And he just felt this is the place where he felt like he was going to be developed the most and be able to be the best, not just athlete, but best human being. Because he's also, a 4.0 student, so he's also looking at what's going to happen in the future. So, lots of things went into that decision.
How proud are you of him?
I've always been proud of all of my kids, and I try to tell them that on a regular basis. As I grew up, like my dad was always like, telling me how proud he is of what I did, and I just want to make sure that they know I'm not proud of you because you're a great athlete, because you're a great student, but I'm proud of you because you're just a good kid. You're just a good human being. So, and as a dad, as a parent, that's all you want. You want your kids to be good people.
You talk about it.
I missed the whole season. I tore it first when I was
So how close to 100% are you?
I would say I'm about 90%. I just hit 9 months yesterday, actually, so looking forward to get back into everything.
Where are you mentally?
Mentally, I'm feeling good, man. Kind of when it first happened, I was down a little bit. You know, I didn't know what my next move was, but it all worked out. I just trusted God, and everything worked out. I'm feeling great now.
You've been through this process that little bro went through and announced today. How did you try to guide him through this?
Yeah, most definitely. I just told him the biggest thing is trust God and follow your heart, man. You know, don't listen to the outside noise. It's going to be a lot of people telling you this, go here, do this. A lot of money floating around, but I just told him stay true to yourself, and God will take you where you need to be.
It's especially hard for him because Michigan State was in the mix too, and everyone here wants him to be a Spartan, right?
Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. And my dad played at Michigan State, you know, hometown. But like I said, gotta follow what's best for you, man. Trust God. And there's been a lot of nights, prayed a lot of nights, just stay focused, stay true to himself, and he ended up where he ended up.
Thanks, man.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, well. What kind of player and person is Kansas getting?
Getting a great young man, tough player. He's, you know, super. I mean, obviously rehabbing from the injury that he had and everything, but relentless worker, like 7 days a week. You almost got to tell him to slow down. Great young man, you know, good teammate, someone that shows up early, puts the extra work in, and does everything that it takes for his team and for himself to be the best.
As a coach, how did you try to guide him through this process?
I think my job was just to be a sounding board. I just say, hey, Kory, how was your visit? And you talk to me, and I say, okay, this is what I'm hearing, and trying to repeat back what he says to him, and just kind of be a sounding board for him so he can kind of hear maybe what his own voice sounds like. And that was kind of my process for him. Was I told him, he asked me, you know, what do you think? I said, Kory, I'm never going to tell you where to go. That's none of my business. It's your life, and I'm going to support you wherever you go. And that was my job, was to let him know that I was going to love him and take care of him no matter where he ended up.
It's difficult for him in a community like this, so close to Michigan State, because everyone's telling him, you got to be a Spartan, right? That's tough to fend that off, isn't it?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, he definitely had a lot of people. I mean, you even heard him talking about up there on the stage, both him and his family there, about the different things. But, you know, he was very convicted on this, and this was something that he felt, and, you know, and we're here to support him for that.
Thanks.